Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, kill! 27. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now Rodgers. That one caught by Gibson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's good for 28 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Good job, D.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. He can run, and it's a touchdown for the Packers. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of the team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
It's a game. Brings up 3rd and 38.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
26.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This is brought in by Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey, if not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
I'm here all day.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now Prescott. And he's got a moonwalk. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's McCoy. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. This is McCoy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
36 yards on the play. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Now McCoy. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7th. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. On play action, now Rodgers going for it all. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. He finds McCoy. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop.
And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
You see me up here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Running right, Jones. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down in midfield. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Rodgers now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott to throw it. This for his running back, McCoy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Prescott on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to sling this deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kevin King with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of the first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. From the 25 on second down, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs. We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. And my goodness, another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively. From the 41, Rodgers is going to let this go for the end zone. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just...
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Let's go, D.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Williams to return. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Pass there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Did they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. One last shot now for Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.
Dash, smash, put in a